This is the ultimate camera comparison video of iPhone 16 Pro versus Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. This is after almost a year of existence with all the updates. We got two popular phones right here, Apple and Samsung. We got One UI versus iOS and really good ecosystem for both phones. But which phone is better in terms of the upgrades on the camera? Let the battle begin. On the widest field of view, which is 1x, surprisingly both phones are really similar in terms of the image quality. We got a boosted color in Galaxy S25 Ultra compared to a brighter iPhone 16 Pro. Both colors are natural looking closer in reality. I think Samsung is trying to mimic the camera behavior of the iPhones. We got very good details on 2x wider field of view on Galaxy S25, but we got a stronger contrast on iPhone 16 Pro. Both can blur the foreground and background. In terms of white balance, I would say they're almost the same, just a tad warmer on iPhone 16 Pro. But if you don't do side by side, you wouldn't notice the difference. On the zoom portrait shot, this is where Galaxy S25 wins this category. You got 3x and 5x compared to only 5x of iPhone 16 Pro. Checking the focal lengths on all the sensors, we got 4 focal lengths on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and only 3 on iPhone 16 Pro. On the selfie portrait, I like the output on both phones. Again, natural looking, toned down. On this shot, iPhone 16 Pro misses on the background blur. But if you nail that perfect portrait shot, iPhone 16 Pro is brighter and S25 Ultra is closer in reality. Now we're doing the vlogging test starting with iPhone 16 Pro. This is cinematic video using the selfie camera 4K 30 FPS. I'm not doing a side-by-side test because I want you to see the edge detection and how good the background is. Let's switch to the rear cameras. Alright, so this is the rear camera. So you can actually switch between foreground and background. Look at that. So that's the cinematic video on iPhone 16 Pro. Now, this is the portrait video using the selfie camera on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Again, you can see the edge detection. I'm not doing a side-by-side test. This is in UHD or 4K 30 FPS. If you ask me personally which I like more, portrait video or the cinematic on iPhone, I think I like portrait video more. Because of the colors, the white balance, it feels like it's coming from a proper camera compared to a warmer iPhone 16 Pro. Let's check the rear cameras. And this is the rear camera. You can also do foreground and background on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. You can also do 2x. I think that's it for the vlogging test. Let's check the image quality. On the ultra wide test, we got a wider field of view on iPhone 16 Pro. The colors are toned down compared to a more vivid but also natural looking Galaxy S25 Ultra. I guess for the Galaxy phone, the greens and the blues are popping out a bit more for the sky and the grass. Also, the iPhone has a warmer white balance, a typical iPhone shot. But other than that, both phones are closer in reality.
I think I found it now.
On the main sensor test, you will notice just a difference on the colors. The reds, orange, and yellows are popping out a bit more on iPhone 16 Pro. The colors on S25 Ultra is in reverse. It's now toned down compared to the iPhone competition. It is darker and the white balance is cooler. Checking the optical zooms, we got 2 focal length on S25. It is the 3x and 5x. It's a 10 megapixel and 50 megapixel sensor, but we only have one 5x optical zoom on iPhone 16 Pro. On the farther zoom, we got 100 times space zoom on Galaxy S25 Ultra, which is nice. We have macro capability on iPhone 16 Pro, but we have optical zoom to do the close-up on S25 Ultra. Alright, so video test outdoors. This is what it looks like. A selfie camera 4K 60 FPS, the highest resolution and frame rates for both phones. The unique thing about Samsung is you can actually flip from the selfie to the rear camera. We cannot do this on the iPhone. So there's no function like that on the iPhone 16 Pro. So this is the colors. You got brighter looking iPhone 16 Pro, looking at the colors, and natural looking on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, looking at my shirt and my cap, and also the sky. In terms of the sky, I think Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is closer in reality. Let's check the autofocus. And this is the video stabilization. Let's switch to the rear cameras. Now we're checking the rear camera, starting with the ultra wide. So this is 4K 60 FPS. We can shoot 8K 30 FPS on S25 Ultra. We will check that later. But for now, let's check the video quality on the ultra wide. You got brighter exposure on iPhone 16 Pro, and I think really good colors on S25 Ultra. Look at the colors of the sky and the grass. Natural looking on Galaxy S25 Ultra and brighter on iPhone 16 Pro. How about the white balance? I think warmer on the iPhone compared to Galaxy S25 Ultra, and also looking at my skin. Let's check the autofocus. How about vlogging test using the ultra wide? Again, Galaxy S25 Ultra versus iPhone 16 Pro. Which phone is better vlogging outdoors? Let's check video stabilization. Switching to the main sensor. 50 megapixel versus 200 megapixel respectively. Look at the color of the sky, almost the same. A bit bluer on iPhone 16 Pro. Let's check the autofocus. I think faster on the iPhone. One more. Look at the white balance, warmer on iPhone 16 Pro versus a natural looking tone on S25 Ultra. Let's check the stabilization. We also have zoom, so we got 5x on iPhone 16 Pro, and we got 3x, one of the zooms on S25 Ultra. We also have 5x. Which phone is better? I think you got better details on iPhone 16 Pro. But almost the same look. Going to the farther zoom, we got 15x on iPhone 16 Pro and 20x on Galaxy S25 Ultra. Switching back to the ultra wide, which phone do you think is better? On the night shot, starting with the ultra wide, I like the contrast and the colors on iPhone 16 Pro. The difference is the sky. S25 Ultra is forcing a blue sky. On pitch black condition, almost the same. The floors are smoother on S25 Ultra and noisier on the iPhone. On the main sensor test, you will notice a lot of details on the floors for the roads. Again, S25 Ultra is forcing a bluer sky, which makes the color purple. Now, looking at the grass, I like the colors on iPhone 16 Pro, but this is a matter of personal taste. On pitch black condition, almost the same look, just better exposed on iPhone 16 Pro. And on the optical zooms, we got better quality, more detailed S25 Ultra compared to a 12 megapixel optical of iPhone 16 Pro.
Down to Melbourne for a bit as well, see my cousins, and it's along the way, come catch up with you or something. Otherwise,
and on pitch black condition, I give us the win for iPhone 16 Pro.
yeah, hit me up. Cool, love you, bro. Take care, bye.
Alright, a low light video test starting with a selfie video recording 4K 30 FPS on both phones. So you can shoot 60 FPS on iPhone 16 Pro and Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. In terms of the specs, we got 12 megapixel sensors on both phones. We got 1/3.2 inch sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25 and a little bit smaller 1/1.3.6 inch sensor on iPhone 16 Pro. In terms of video quality, we got a smoother face on Samsung Galaxy S25, also a bit brighter compared to the darker and warmer iPhone 16 Pro. I think that's it for the selfie video recording. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now this is the rear camera test starting with the ultra wide. Again, 4K 30 FPS. We can also shoot 60 and 120 FPS on both phones. So in terms of specification, we got a 50 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25 and 48 megapixel sensor on iPhone 16 Pro. In terms of sensor size, almost the same, 1/1.2.5 and 2.55 inch respectively on both phones. Video quality wise, warmer on iPhone 16 Pro and cooler tone on Samsung Galaxy S25. Which phone do you think is better in terms of the ultra wide? Now let's check the main sensor. Now this is the main sensor test, so a bit different here. 200 megapixel sensor on Galaxy S25 Ultra and 48 megapixel sensor on iPhone 16 Pro. In terms of the sensor size, it's almost the same. We got 1/1.3 inch sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25 and 1/1.28 inch sensor on iPhone 16 Pro. A little bit larger on iPhone 16 Pro, but you can almost cancel the difference because they're almost the same sensor size. In terms of the video quality, we got a warmer looking iPhone 16 Pro and we got a more detailed Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. I think that's it for the main sensor test. Now let's check the zoom. And this is the 5x telephoto on both phones. So 12 megapixel sensor on iPhone 16 Pro and 50 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy S25. In terms of resolution, we get a higher megapixel count on Samsung Galaxy S25. But the question is, does that translate to a better video recording on low light, especially the details? I think that's it for the low light video test. Now let's check the video resolution. Now this is our video resolution test starting with iPhone 16 Pro. This is 4K 60 FPS. And this is 8K 30 FPS video recording on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Which phone is better in terms of camera performance after all the updates? Leave your comment down below, and as always, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.